Hey guys, welcome back to my university video log. And today is the date 3rd December 2025. It is the new era because I this semester registered the statistic and econometric statistic. Mainly is statistic professor Professor Marcus caused everything become more clearly, and I have the new perception to the old places, and so this is my lunch, and I bought one loose tea and some yogurt and very less. So one thing ist nach außen gefallen und chips and several other Kartoffeln and etc. I feel like great. And we got early finish about the macroeconomics analysis exercise. And there are several things to deal with. I don't know, like, why ever things why into the classroom they starting to metabolize my stomach and this kind of area, and that's why I got a solution and compelling with the other classmates, and but they think that is not okay because from the professor and teaching side, they think yes that is 不爽. So, relatively speaking, to this um, professor and students relationship, and so that better that they have the dominant position absolutely, and not relatively speaking, and so not relatively. So in this sense I could find a way to balance, but they kind of think that it's kind of one way to exposure others' privacy and private environment, and so that they kind of haven't saying continually, and they say, okay, that should be somehow stopped in this state, and because I feel like they're starting to say you and every you is me, that feeling, and the Marco professor was stopped to say better not to say you and because there is not just one student, and so they're starting to say, and like solution how to repair your apartment shrunk, and how to do this and this and etc. And then afterwards they start to exposure and me and etc. So I really don't think that should function in this way. But the exposure to like several small aspects in my life, and I almost forget the end. When I recap, I think that I could remember that off. But since now I really don't know what has she exposed, and so that is coming from a temporary exposure, and and so that depending on the environment, and but the whole class environment is still funny and relaxed, interesting. Um, so some classmates was bothering. They have the three HAU students from last semester, last year, and they got this seminar like from Tobia docenting at HAU, and so they how they converging to and made this kind of environment not very free and etc. And the exposure like to you and every detail, if you think that correctly, that is me, that is me actually. And so I really don't want to expose myself in that extent, and I think that more common environment should be established instead of only like sometimes I don't know, and I at home, so um, some environment I haven't experienced, and you starting to at class and exposure, and I was trying to figure out a make a way and to make a way to solve the problem, like to focus on the tish and to make that convex to concavity, and then they're starting to think, okay, cool, that works, but we don't know how to deal with that continually, and so the professor notes was saying, okay, cool, then let's just stop here because we feel like not comfortable. We should take over control of the whole classroom, and then we think, okay, cool. Then they have half an hour and saved, so to say, and make that like a slice mountain, and which it is one article from last year, and from the Professor Barbara and etc. Professor Fritz, and they have this works, and otherwise all things like small points like grow points, and all matters, but we could thinking another way to solve that, and I really don't want to encounter them because I don't have any other argument towards them, because you should align with them at best. And yeah, so the situation becoming more to think that but soon gonna have some way to deal with, and the special classmate Miao and has helped a lot, and I was thinking, okay, cool, from this point, and you can only focus on to eliminate the female extreme voice, and to in order to keep your stomach in a stable state, steady state, and etc. Mm, and other things on euro, and so let's just eat. And I remind other class, and they before actual 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and they have they have said, oh, you really enough, and we eat enough the suicide card, and please just don't eat us, make that feel like uncomfortable, and别再恶心我们了，然后就是那种感觉，然后他们就说 okay, let's just stop at this stage because we don't want to eat your Süßigkeits about some relationship and etc. I was thinking that I haven't think anything, and I just don't want to be the first one to open the front door. And but I should when I go out, then I should go from front door, and when I enter into a class, and they suggest me to in the front door and instead of the back door because the master was correct, and you can make a differentiate about master class that you enter into the front door and the bachelor you enter into the hinter door, and that it's possible, so to say, and that's really funny.